Hello my people, welcome back to Rabia Unfolded. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade chili flakes using 3 drying methods. These are my Rabia Unfolded essential chili flakes that I use in so many of my recipes. Like some spice rubs, I use them for some salads. I even use them for like my everyday essential cooking, right? So let's dive into the main ingredient. Actually, the one and the main ingredient of this chili flakes is chili peppers. And I'm going to be using the red chili peppers today. But for the Rabia Unfolded signature chili flakes, I have some additional ingredients which I'm going to be adding to this. And it's just a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of the signature Rabia Unfolded onion powder. Check out my video on how to make your homemade onion powder and thank me later. And of course, a teaspoon of some parsley flakes. Okay, so we're going to start by selecting our chili pepper, making sure we remove the bad ones, keeping just the good ones. And then we're going to wash them and take off these stems from them. Then we'll pat dry them and make sure they're nice and dry. And then we move to the first method. So I'm going to gradually select my peppers, making sure I take only the fine and healthy ones. And those that aren't good like these ones, I'm going to be setting them aside because they're just going to help change the color of my chili flakes.
Rabia unfolded, where my world comes alive, African warmth in every bite.
Cool, so these are the bad ones that are left. You can either just like wash them, blend them, and use them like paste when you're cooking any of your recipes. But I'm going to be keeping them aside for now. Then I'll quickly rinse this to take off any chemicals that are in them, and then I'll pat dry them nicely. Gonna place some paper towels here.
Welcome home.
And I'll pour a quantity on top. And then I'll use another paper towel to pat dry them. So our first method is the oven dehydration method. If you have a dehydrator, you can feel free to use it, but I'm going to be using my oven for this one to dehydrate these peppers. So I'm going to just take off the stems from the pepper and place them on my baking tray with the parchment paper on top. Just place them in there nicely. You don't want to keep these stems in it because it's just going to change the color of your chili flakes when you're done. Okay, so we have our chili peppers nicely spread on a baking tray here. So I'm going to be putting this in my oven to dehydrate for another 3 to 5 hours. If your oven doesn't have a dehydrator, you can put it in the oven, put it at 150 to 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you crack open your oven door and support it with a wooden spoon. That way that moisture can come out so it can dry instead of baking, right? Okay, let's stick this in our oven and move to method 2. Just take a look at that, my people. The next method is our air drying method. This is the most natural method. It helps keeps the colors of the pepper and it gives the natural taste that the peppers come with, right? If you notice, you'll see that these peppers have some colors. They've already started getting bad, but they're still good for the natural air drying method. So we're going to just spread it. If you live in a tropical area where there is so much sunlight, you can just take this, put it outside in the morning when the sunlight is out, and then bring it inside at night when place is already dark. You can do this for 3 days and your chili peppers will be dry and nice. Now, another way we did this back home was if you live in Africa or in any other country where they use this 3-side stone fireplace, then this method is going to be very effective for you. So we used to gather these with the stem together in a bunch, or when we harvested them, you just harvest with the leaves, right? You gather them together, tie the stems together nicely. Tie them together nicely like so. And then you use the other side as well. Gather some more and then tie them with the other side. Tie that nicely like that so they can form this sling. And then you tie many of them together, put them together, and you hang it on the roof. We call it banda back home in Cameroon. And that smoke that's coming out from the fire when you're cooking, it's just going to make it have that smoky flavor at the end, and it's going to dry naturally. You can equally hang it on the ceiling by the window where there's that air circulation, right? So that air can circulate and make it dry very easily. This method will usually take like 5 to 10 days, depending on how air circulates in your kitchen or how moisture escapes from your kitchen, right? Look at that. It looks so beautiful. When they dry out, we let it stay there for a year or more. We just take it from there and use them directly from the source, right? That's so natural, the most natural method. Okay, so our last method, which is method 3, is the pan fried method, which is the quickest and the easiest method to go to. So you can either slice your chili pepper into small slices and then you put it in a dry pan, or you can just put them as this. So let's get this fried. Please make sure your pan is not too hot, because if it's too hot, then it's going to burn the peppers and you don't want that. So I'm just going to add my peppers in the pan here. And then I'll gently toast it until it's nice and dry. Oh, that's pepper for you. Just keep frying until it's nice and dry. And until you hear that cracking sound from it, then you know that your peppers are dry and good to go. Our chili peppers are ready to become chili flakes. You can hear from the sound. So I'm just going to join them together and then I show you how I blend my chili flakes. Mix them together. And that's how I like my chili flakes. I don't want them to be too powdery, but if you want them powdery, just go ahead and blend them even more. And there we have it, my people, our chili flakes. I love this rustic texture because it works beautifully for spice rubs and for cooking. So I'm gonna put it in my airtight container, and you can store this one for like 6 months to 1 year, depending on how dry your chili peppers are. Look at this. Authentic Rabia Unfolded chili flakes. So I'm gonna cover this with an airtight cover, and then I'll label it. So for this next one, I'm gonna pour some of it in a bowl, just enough quantity that I want. Then I pour in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of the Rabia Unfolded onion powder, and I'll just mix everything together nicely. This is a perfect one for spice rubs because you can easily just use it. It's been mixed and it gives it this elevated flavor that would work for most of your salads, most of your spice rubs, your seasonings, your soups, and all whatnot. And store it in an airtight container. Okay, I'm gonna cover this up as well. Look at that. Now to the next. This is my chili powder. This one, I went ahead and blended this one to like this fine powder. Take a look at this. I'm equally gonna label this one. And yeah, feel free to use this in your soups, in your salads, in any of your recipes actually. They all work great. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share this with someone you think might be interested in making this homemade chili flakes. And don't forget to check out my other playlists on how I make my spices from home and other delicious, cozy recipes that we share here every week. Until next time, see you in the next episode of Rabia Unfolded. Cheers.